Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Pepe's price chart. And if you really insist on being bullish in Pepe, then okay, I think this might be the best shot that you have if you want to find an impulsive structure in here. And you need to kind of argue these are a series of 1-2s. This can be 1-2. This is another 1 and a 2 on a higher degree relative to this one. And this can be another 1 and a 2 relative to all these 1-2s. So the idea is that if this is happening, okay, soon we need to see some strong sharp moves on the upside in Pepe in order to complete a series of wave 3s, and on the highest degree by the end of the cycle complete the sub waves for this red wave 5 right in here. So if you want to be bullish, all eyes should be on this count. From my POV, I want to be a bit careful and not really jump into those kinds of bullish conclusions, because I do actually see an argument for Pepe to have completed already a 5 wave up to about this point, meaning what? This is actually the beginning of a new phase down. And for example, this can be 5 wave down followed by a correction up, and what's next? Well, unfortunately, another move on the downside. So this chart is not necessarily my favorite, but if you want to be bullish, that's absolutely fair enough, because I'll be honest with you, it's not really guaranteed that I'm going to be right. No, I'm here to only get it right 6 out of 10 times, and this might very well be one of those times that I am absolutely wrong and we are looking bullish. So let's just take everything step by step in here and see what is going on. And as you can see, we still haven't taken this important low. And why is this important? Because the moment that we go down in Pepe and take the lows, at that point this 1-2 scenario is going to get invalidated, and the picture, if you still insist to be optimistic, is going to get like really complicated. And I don't know, maybe at that point we should say like this is 1-2, which is kind of sort of unlikely, or at least let me just say this, it's actually less likely than this current count that we are having in this area right in here. So as long as we are not taking the loss, I think we are allowed to be a bit optimistic, but don't be overwhelmingly bullish. Why? Because if you want to say that we have hit the final low in here, then okay, fair enough. You need to be patient and see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave off of the lowest low, and at that point, okay, you can be a bit optimistic. And especially in that move, if we manage to take this important high right in here about, let's say, 0.127, that can be like a really optimistic sign, suggesting maybe this is some sort of a low. Now, I'm not really sure if you are a fan of classic patterns, but if you like them, I think this can be kind of a wedge structure. And here are the lines for it. There we go. Excuse me, this is actually from this point, and let's just draw the lower line. There we go. Now, as you can see, seems like that recently we did get a break out of our wedge, but this isn't really enough. What I want to see is a very slow and choppy pullback to the upper line, and then a continuation of the move up, and we get like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a very strong move. And at that point, okay, fair enough, maybe this is happening and we are a bit bullish. And also in terms of indicators, what is going on, let's go on H1 time frame, because I think this might actually be the only bullish sign that you are going to need in like very short time in Pepe, whether you want to say we're going to get a move on the up or downside. So what do we have in here? As you can see, this is a low, the other one is a lower low, another one is a lower low on the live chart. However, in MACD, pay attention, this is a low, this is a higher low, this is yet another higher low. So essentially you are having a beautiful bullish divergence, which suggests bears are indeed running out of steam. However, pay attention, this is a very important point. The moment that you see a break of the divergence line, meaning a move down on the live chart and a move down in MACD in order to do something like this, at that point, you need to actually count on some more strong downward price action, which is not really going to be ideal. And at that point, especially if we take the lows down here about, let's say, 0.832, okay, that's going to be pretty much your bearish confirmation, suggesting our move down most likely is going to continue. So for now, in the short term, all eyes on this bullish divergence in H1 time frame and see what is going to happen to it. And as long as we are not seeing a break of this line, I think we are allowed to be a bit optimistic. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Pepe. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.